Well, hey everyone, this is Grace of gbmaltese, and I hope you are doing finer than frogs here. I am going to be putting together a lighted music box together. I have all of it diamond painted. There were two different sections that needed to be diamond painted. Each one of these pieces came with their own drills. The bunny came with its package of drills, and this round base piece came with its own package of drills. So you are going to have two separate packages. Now, the first thing we need to do is start with this very bottom piece. And we're going to put our music box element in there first. You've got this little screw here. I'm going to put it in that big hole. Now, you are given a lot of little bitty plastic screws. And these are going to be used throughout. And it's going to be used to screw this into the base of your piece. Now this does come with directions. But I've done pieces similar to this before, and it's a whole lot easier if you've done one of these before, and if you haven't, to watch someone do it, because it's a little hard to follow the directions. They're not real detailed, but they can help you a little bit. So we're going to put all three of these screws in here. Got to get it to match up. Come on, get on in there. I have already put this together once and then took it back apart so I could show it to you. I did not put the lights in it the first time, so I'm excited to see it with the lights on. Whoops. You got to kind of keep your eyes on these screws. That hole is not wanting to line up real straight. Come on. I'm hoping I can get this done as quickly as possible. Come on. Get yourself in there. And it does come with a screwdriver. So, that's helpful. It's going. It's just taking a little time. Okay. Now, you have this round piece. This is the very bottom piece. And you've got a little screw sticking out here. And you're going to screw that on. This is going to be how you wind up your music box. Now, I'm not going to wind it any more than that. Next to this, you have a little hole here. This is where you're going to put your light. Okay? I've already put batteries in there. I think it was 2 AAA batteries, and you're going to put this side here as close to that hole as you can, because to turn it on and off, you're going to have to be able to reach up in here to turn the on and off button on. Okay, you see the lights are lit up, and then to turn it off. And it comes with, I haven't put it on yet, as you can see. It comes with little stickies. So, let me put those on to stick the battery pack on. And then let's pull this other side off. Stick it down. Okay. So make sure you've got the switch on this side, or you will not be able to turn it off and on. In order to be able to change these batteries, you'll have to take the whole thing apart. But I would think the batteries would last quite some time. So you'll just reach up in there, turn it on, turn it off. Okay? The next thing we want to do is we have these plastic posts. And in the bottom and the base, we have 3 holes. I'm going to stick this little plastic screw in from the bottom into that hole, and then screw it on. There we go. Put another one in and screw it on. Need a post. And one more. These are little screw and post. And what you're going to do with these is wrap your lights around those posts. So, let's get ready. And we're just going to wrap them in any way that we want. I went ahead and unwrapped the lights so you wouldn't have to watch me do all that. Now let's... Okay, I'm going to wrap it a couple of times around each post so it will stay. Kind of hold it in place, and then you can go across. You can do this however you want, but I guess just going around and around is maybe the best way. As I said, I have not put the lights on before, so I didn't realize they were going to just pop off. So maybe if I get it more to the base of that post, maybe it'll stick on better. But I don't want to interfere with my music box either. Okay, keep it down low, keep it from popping off. Doing my best to stay in screen while looking at this at the same time. I'm almost to the end. Keep these pushed down. And then finish it off here. Now I want to make sure that my music box still works, so I'm going to wind it just a little. Okay, still going. Now we're going to want to put this piece together. Now this is, to me, this was one of the hardest parts, is getting all this together. Let's get this out of the way. Got one more piece of this light. I'm going to get it back over here. Alright. The next thing we need to do is to put in these pieces here. You have, these were already made. You don't do anything to them. And this is the back side. You want that facing to the inside of this box. You don't want that part sticking out. And you're going to want to put them into the box. Now I'm going to tell you, I did have to take a pair of my scissors and I had to scrape on some of these. You could use a craft knife or whatever to make these holes a little bit bigger, because some of them didn't want to fit in. So I wanted to give you that little tip. If they're not going in there, use something to try to scrape it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, they like to pop out while you're doing this sometimes. Just try to have a little patience. it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. Let's get the other another one popped in there, so you can see what I have so far. Get them popped in. Place them in there. They'll fit very snugly. As I said before I did this, sometimes I left my scissors closed if I needed it, if I could get them in there, or I opened them just to make this bigger. These little things are those little slots. Some of them just were not the right size. They were just too small. I'm going to do this one. This one wants to keep popping out. I can tell I worked on this one because I can see little niblets sticking out. Okay, that's a little better. Now, to get this one back in. It can wear on your nerves a little bit. Alright. We've got those all the way around now, just like that. The next thing we want to do is to take this piece. Now, before I put this piece on, I'm going to tell you this because I've already put the I put it together already once. You're going to put in several, okay, I need to work with this in just a little bit. It keeps wanting to pop off. This is the one I had problems with earlier. Okay, now, I think maybe that's snug enough. You have several holes. Now, these holes on this end are going to connect to these posts down here. Those sides are going to need to pop into these slits. Then you have these other holes in the middle. It's hard to see. Okay, there you can see that one. I'm going to go ahead and put the posts in there, because if I don't, I won't be able to get them in there at all, because I won't be able to reach in under it once the pieces are together. So, go ahead and let's put these posts on. These are going to be needed for the next level. Okay. Come up from the bottom, screw, post. And one more. Alright, I've got all four of those on top. So now I need to get these holes lined up with these posts that are down in here. There's one right there. So I'm going to find the hole to go on top of that. And I'm going to try to... Sometimes if you go ahead and start the screw in there, it'll help pop them in place, but not always. You kind of have to work with it. We need to attach this to the bottom base. That is not, just working around to get those. Okay, okay, that one kind of popped. Well, yeah, that one did pop in a little bit. Try to work with this one. I'll try to screw it in. Sometimes that will help. Alright. There we go. So I've got that, and you've got these two on here. Now, this one, I'm going to have to wiggle it around to get it. You can see where the, well, you might not be able to see it, but you can see the top of that flap that needs to go into this. Okay, I think that one might have popped in over on that side. But this one, okay. We're going to go ahead and try putting in another screw. There's a hole right here that lines up with that post. Some of these I have already worked with and scraped the edges in those holes out. Well, they're not wanting to fit in there. Sorry, this is not the easiest part to do. Okay. Kind of use your fingernails to kind of get in those edges if you can to fit in there. Now, I don't know whether we got it in there or not. All I can do is try the screw again. It's not going in because it's not down far enough. Okay. You can see these edges a little bit. Okay. Ah, there we go. Now let's see. You just have to kind of keep playing with it. There it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this one is ready to go in. Here's the other hole. Sometimes just using your fingernail or some small piece can help get it moved over to pop in. Let's see. Alright. Alright, that piece is put together. Now, I'm going to reach over here and turn it on. Oh, look at that. Got some lights on. Turn it off. Okay. The next part we're going to do is put this piece on. Okay. We're almost finished. This has holes in the top that are going to fit into these posts. So I need to find the hole and line it up with the post. And there's one right there. Drop it in there and screw it in. There we go. Let's put, gotta find the other hole. There it is. Well, there's one right here too. And we have 2 more holes we need to do. So, okay, here's the other one. Put that in there and screw that in. And 1 more, and we'll be done. Except for our bunny that goes on the top. This is the Easter lighted music box. Okay, now take the bunny out. And there's a big slot here for the bunny. And we can put him in. And you now have a completed lighted music box. Now, got one light on overhead. That, I've got that bright light. Now, let me turn the lights on. Oh, so pretty. And I'll wind it up. And I'm going to turn the lights out in here. Isn't that precious? It's so cute. And once you get it going, it's not that hard. It just takes a little time. So, let's look at it from here. And there you can see it. What do you think? I'm not sure how well you can see. I can see the bunny pretty well in here, but I'm not sure how much it's showing up on the camera. But I love that it's lit up. Isn't that cute? It's adorable. Just love it. Tell me what you think. Have you put one of these together? I hope that this helped. If you have a piece that you need to put together, turn the lights back on. And it can be used with or without the lights on. I'm going to turn these back off. You just slip your finger in there. Oh, help if I look at the right place. But I think it's just as cute as it can be. The bunny is done on both sides. Then you have this piece. All of these have been diamond painted. And the rest are not. But it is held together very nicely now that it's put together. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this and hope you learned something. If you don't mind giving me a like for the video, subscribe if you'd like to, and I will be seeing you later. Maybe with a crochet video next. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Be good. Take care of yourselves. Bye.